Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Car Talk Podcast. I am pumped to be making another one of these episodes. And I just, I don't have much to say today, but I do have something important to say today. At least I feel it's important. And that is essentially just chasing your dream, like chasing your passion, just doing what you are meant to be doing in life. And the benefits that come along with that are just greater than anything else that life can offer. And I think that's because this life is literally, it's a you versus you game. You know, like, even if you have a spouse, even if you have a girlfriend, like, you know, they have to have their own happiness fulfilled before, you know, you can be happy together as a couple. And, you know, your happiness is just as important as their happiness. And I think your happiness comes from your passions, like whatever you love to do. And today I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from the passion that I have, the passion that I love so much, which is fishing. A lot of you guys know that. Some of you guys might not, but that's my thing. I love fishing. There are some other things that I'm passionate about as well, but fishing is just one of those things that I've noticed the more I lean into that passion, the more I get rewarded. And I think that's the same with, you know, my other passion, which is social media. Like, the more social media content that I produce, the more the rewards start rolling in. And that's something that I don't think many people kind of plan for. At least I didn't. You know, I didn't plan to see extra success in my fishing industry or my fishing world. But ultimately, that came from me making the sacrifices necessary to protect that passion and to keep that passion thriving. And I think a lot of times, you know, life throws circumstances our way that forces us to stray away from our passions, or at least, like, not necessarily grow within the passion, but just, like, I don't know, for example, like, I know a lot of people that are passionate about fishing that unfortunately don't get to do it very often. And for that reason, you know, they're not seeing the success in that passion that they otherwise would be if they were prioritizing their time to be able to, you know, progress in that passion, if that makes sense. I know it's a lot to kind of think about, but it makes sense to me, and I hope I'm articulating it in a way that does make sense. But I don't know, ultimately I just want each and every one of you to go out and become your happiest, because that's when the good things start happening. Once you become your happiest, you find a person that's happy, that fits really well in your life, and not only fits really well, but, like, excels and progresses your life in a meaningful way, rather than, you know, the other way around. And I think a lot of people that have toxic relationships, that have toxic, you know, stuff in their life, I think it comes from leaning into just being complacent and, like, comfortable with what life offers you. I think it's easy to kind of, like, continue doing what you're doing rather than to kind of switch it up and change to help your situation. Because, I don't know, I feel like as humans, it's like a perspective thing. Like, if our perspective isn't around changing our environment's going to stay the same. Like, it's just how it is. And it's kind of weird, but it's just really important to prioritize what you want to see in this life early. You know, the earlier the better. And, you know, I mean, there's no better time to start than now. Even if you're listening to this and you're 60 years old, like, I guarantee that if you change your perspective at 60, by 65, you could be living a very, very fulfilling, happy life. And probably even before that. But it will come from ultimately trying to think outside the box and in a way that's going to allow you to paint the life that you want. You know, ultimately this life is what we want it to be. And if you want something special in life, you have to paint it early. You have to be an artist and actually, like, paint that picture before it happens. Otherwise, it'll never happen. That's unfortunate reality that I'm not only learning in my journey of life, but I've also learned from other people's journey in life. Like, I've learned from a lot of very successful entrepreneurs, content creators, and just influencers in general, and business owners, and all of the successful people that I listen to, all of them have that in common. Like, they literally all say, like, you have to have a goal, you have to hold yourself accountable to the goal, and you have to really work hard. Like, you can't just be complacent and just let life go by and hope that things fall in your lap. Like, you have to be ready for the opportunities. You have to say yes to the opportunities when they come. You have to be able to say no to no to the opportunities that you need to, say no to, and ultimately, like, just navigate your life the way that you know you're supposed to be navigating it, because you're the captain of your life, no one else. And I think if I look back to, like, my biggest, like, weakest years of my life, I think it's because of the fact that I was letting other people be the captain of my life. I wasn't taking control of my life, my happiness, and my passions, and that was on me. That was why I wasn't the happiest that I could have been, and that's why I'm so grateful and thankful for it now, and that's why I also really want to share how I got there, and, like, anything, like, just my thoughts for 15 minutes or whatever, just to you guys, to, like, hopefully help inspire you to lead a more healthy, happy life. And, if you are, like, comment below, let me know if this is helping. These podcasts have been kind of tough for me to kind of stay consistent with, but it's a new year. I'm going to definitely do my best to do them more often, but it would definitely help if you leave a comment. Let me know what kind of subjects you want to hear about, or what kind of questions you might have for me. I don't know, anything. I'm down to answer them in a podcast, or make a whole podcast around whatever you want. So just let me know, reach out in the comments, or DM me on the social medias, or in the different social medias that I'm on, whatever you want to do. I'm always down for it. But as I end every podcast, I just want to let each and every one of you know that I love you, I appreciate you, thank you so much for watching. And if you're curious, or if you're happy, please, 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 this year is more important than ever. 2023, we need it. We need each and every happy person out there sharing that happiness. So please, if you're happy, spread that happiness, whether it be in a text, a tweet, an Instagram post, whatever feels natural and comfortable to you. Just spread some happiness if you've got it. And as always, fam, in order for you to stay growing and passionate in this life, you have to stay curious. So please, fam, stay curious, stay open-minded, and we'll see you guys next podcast. Later.